It's almost 50 today. I think I'm going to come out here and play around with my cub a little bit. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and it's going to be nice up here for the next couple days. So I'm going to take advantage of being outside while I still can. I'll show you what we're going to do with this cub here in a couple minutes, but first I got to go water the cows, so let's go get that done first. I have this flex hose here, and certainly if you've been with the channel for a year, you'll remember that I had this little doodad right here, which is it's a great thing. So hook it onto this coat hanger here, so it just hangs in here, and it's flexible, so it goes right back in the bucket, and it shrinks. So I never have frozen hoses, and I don't like to leave my hoses out anyway in the wintertime because you'll never get all the water out of them. I've tried it. I've been down that road. And let's take a little shut off here, and we'll turn the pump on. And you can see that it's last year I put a GFI on the back, but it wasn't big enough to hold the tank heater, so it kept tripping. So I ended up going back to just a straight outlet. The paint on the bracket is not giving me a good ground to the chassis, because that's how these lights work. The power comes in to a terminal screw, and then the housing itself is grounded to the chassis of the tractor. But if you've got paint, then it's not going to work. I think that's probably burned a lot of us over the years. I thought I did. I must have taken it off when I did something else. The starter lever is right here. I had a lot of issue running this cable. This right here is the battery cable. In between here, and I got to get a new holder here for it. So I had to take this dash apart a bunch of times, and honestly putting this dash together was a real challenge. In particular, what was challenging for me was the bolts that hold it to the tractor down here. They're 3/8 bolts, and I was able to finally use a magnet to kind of hold it, and then an extension. And it was an experience that I don't want to do again anytime soon. So I need to call. I just don't want it to touch the battery cable there. That wouldn't be a good thing. But we can just bend this up like that, and voila. But yeah, all new cables. Voltage regulator, the generator's been rebuilt. That was new. All new hardware. And the tires are holding air. They're cracked, but they hold air, so we'll just go with it for now. Is the fuel on? I probably didn't turn the fuel back on. Let's try that. It's off here. I put a rubber line in the side, and I forgot about the little gas, little switch, a little red switch, or shut off. So let the gas in. Probably one of the nicest running cubs I've ever had. It sounds like a sewing machine. She's really quiet, for sure. and it's charging, so that's good news. And I'll show you the lights. So we have lights. I don't have a backlight. It's like I said, the ground is kind of screwed up on it. So we'll fix that. I'm not sure it's the right ammeter. You know, I go on wherever I go and get what looks right. I know different years, different models have different things. As long as it says IH on it is all I care about, but you can see there's the gauge there. And so that's working. And she's quiet. Now I have had issues with these in the past, but you can see I've got this rubber hose, and there's a different one for the horizontal exhaust and one for the vertical exhaust. You've got to run this hose in behind the hydraulic lines, and so there's plenty of room there. And then there is the fuel filter there. It's not the one that I like, but so far, knock on wood, it's been fine. I've had these before where I put that little filter in there and the thing would vapor lock on me. Actually, I think this is probably the first one I've actually had that didn't vapor lock. So I would do like Farmall fanatic, and you'd either have nothing or you'd have the big giant Napa one on there. And I think the Napa one, I don't think he's having any trouble with that one. But this is a first for me, where this little tiny lawn and garden filter has actually not failed or given me vapor lock issues. So we'll just take a win when we have them. So here's a little shut off here. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut this off right there. And then I have one more thing I want to do with you before I let you go, and it's this lift here on the side. You can see right there that the chain is just hooked on to the tractor lift. Well, that's not how it's supposed to be, and you find this part missing pretty much all the time. Rarely will you find this part on the tractor or with it. And so the first thing I'm going to do is put something under the shoe so that when I unhook the chain, I don't have an accident. Accident, as my son used to say. Accident. So I need my hydraulic jack, and so I'm going to go ahead and prop up underneath the shoe. Now I rewired this, I don't know if it was the first part of December, last part of November, I really don't remember anymore. I know when I was doing it, I didn't record it. I was kind of struggling with the fact that my brother's been gone for a year, so I didn't really feel like an audience. I just wanted to be here by myself. My brother helped me restore a 48 Cub last year, mostly restore it. And then I sold it, but I didn't realize he wouldn't be around, and so now I kind of regret getting rid of it because he helped me get it going. It was the first and only Cub that I bought that wasn't running when I bought it, but I got a good deal. It came with a lot of attachments. I came back with the whole back of my truck filled with parts, and so we rewired it and rebuilt the carburetor, put new belts, a new generator, gauges, things like that. And then I rebuilt the magneto myself. It was the first time I ever rebuilt the magneto. And we timed it, and it wouldn't start because it had crappy old gas in it, so he dragged me around with his 140, and we got it going. So I just want to have some slack on that chain right there. But anyway, that's why I didn't put out any videos for like a month. I really wasn't in the mood to be photographed or talk. So anyway, such it is. So you can see it's hooked to the boomerang thingy. It's actually not the right way. I've only come across a couple of these, and sometimes people make them. But if you had a woods mower, they would have come with these, and they would have had a little piece going across this way with two little chains on it, but it goes right here. And then the clevis hooks on that. And then you get your triangle here, so when you are like using your fast hitch for something else, because you've only got one hydraulic circuit, you hang this up here, and then you can still use your fast hitch, so you don't miss out on that. And I still have to go up more because it's tight. So I know the A22 tractor, not the A22, the A industrial tractor, rear wheel weights, the tires are all okay, the paint's okay, no attachments. The 55 Cub has that mower, don't know if it's complete or not. The tractor's in good shape, the tires are worn but they're not worn out, no weights, and then there's that whole other pile of Cubs and parts. So my brother was talking about going halfsies on me. Like we each get one tractor that runs and one that doesn't, and split the attachments, so that may be what I do. But anyway, I want to show you this last thing. I got this for Christmas. It's my Milwaukee heated sweatshirt, and so it just takes these Milwaukee batteries, the regular Milwaukee batteries. You plug it in the house, and then it heats up, and you got 3 different settings here. So you just or off. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, appreciate you watching, and I'm sorry I don't have a whole lot more going on to show you, but I just wanted to show you what's going on here in the shop. So I hope you have a happy new year. Thank you for watching, and talk to you next time.